Everyone.
Hello, hello, hi, good morning.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Can you
Morning,
please,
sir.
can you please turn on your videos?
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. This is Suresh
Okay.
joining.
Good morning.
I can see a lot of happy faces today, and now we are also happy. We are also happy so much today. Now it's a commencement day today, and we don't want to waste much of the time. We'll start with the session. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Today is Seed Spark Cohort for Convocation. And I'd like to thank each and every entrepreneurs, mentors, and collaborators who have joined us today. It's a great session. It's a 1.5 session today. Let's start with the agenda. So today's agenda is you will be receiving a welcome message from our Mr. P.R. Ganapathy, who is a regional director. Then Dinesh will be taking you through the learning journey. It was a fabulous 5 months journey for the participants. And we will also be informing the competition winners, and we will have a special commencement address from Jeffery, who is our director. And after that, we'll have a discussion on poster programs and next steps. And I'll quickly stop here and share the screen to Mr. Ganapathy.
Hey, thanks a lot, Anand. Welcome, everybody, and a very good morning to you. Good evening to you, Jeff. Thank you for joining us so late. So just wanted to, congratulate you all on completing this 5-month program that we've been through. I'm sure it's been a fairly intense phase where you've worked through various aspects of your business through the live expert sessions, using the templates and the frameworks, getting feedback from your peers, getting feedback from your mentors, and putting it all together as far as your business is concerned. There were 140 of you that started, 118 of you crossed the first milestone of the gating at module 1, and close to 100 of you actually have qualified for a certificate. So that's a really very high completion rate. I want to congratulate all of you who have completed the program. Those of you who didn't, I'm sure there were circumstances that prevented you from doing so. But I've been an entrepreneur myself. I've worked with many entrepreneurs, and I feel like a good plan is sometimes a sound foundation for the thinking about the business, and that's what you've put together in the last 5 months. But then, as I think it was Sun Tzu who said, any battle plan, does not survive the first contact with the enemy. Like that, any business plan does not survive the first contact with the master, with the marketplace. And the same thing's going to happen to you, which is the plan that you've put together over the last 5 months. You are going to reach out to customers, you're going to begin to sell your product, and you're going to find that maybe you had some assumptions wrong. What we've given you is really a toolkit that's going to serve you for life, not just in this enterprise, but in any enterprise that you do. It's going to help you think about the business in a very systematic and structured way. And so don't feel bad if this plan that you've put together is not the right plan or the perfect plan. You get something wrong. Learning, changing, modifying, pivoting, that's part of the entrepreneurial journey. In fact, that flexibility is what marks out successful entrepreneurs from those that fail. And knowing when to persevere versus when to change, that is the secret. And unfortunately, it's an art, it's not a science. I'm confident that all of you can take these tools, keep them in your toolkit, keep using them from time to time. Think about your value chain as you're scaling up. Think about customer insight gathering, design thinking when you're interacting with new customers, when you're building out a new product. Use the business model canvas to really map out anything new that you're going to do. This toolkit is yours for life. We had 105 mentors. We had 25 collaborators. And really, what was delightful this time is we expanded the program to some new countries. We had startups and entrepreneurs from Nepal and Bangladesh. So I want to welcome you all. Of course, we had entrepreneurs from Pakistan and India that have been also in previous cohorts. Anand, if you could move to the next slide. Yeah, so these are some of the collaborators that we've had. There were 25 collaborators. They've been color-coded according to when they joined the programs. The ones in blue started the earliest. Then there was the second, the third, and now the fourth cohort. We added 3 more collaborators. And then we have more collaborators now in the pipeline for the next cohort. This program continues to grow, and that's because of the support that we get from our collaborators, as well as the feedback that we get from you as entrepreneurs. Because for us, feedback is a gift. It allows us to continue to improve and design a program, deliver a program that really works for you, our customer, which is the entrepreneur who's trying to build a business, solve a problem. Anand, if you could. So I'd like to call out a few of our collaborators, just throw a spotlight on them and thank them really for their contributions. So we have NASSCOM, we have Rajiv, I believe, who's with us, and he's the regional lead for the 10,000 Startups program at NASSCOM. Thank you so much, Rajiv, for your support and for being here and for supporting us in this program. We look forward to continuing our collaboration with NASSCOM and the 10,000 Startups program.
Sure, Ganapathy, thank you so much.
We also have Thai Kerala, and I think Arun is joining us today. Arun, thank you so much for being with us today, but also thank you for being a supportive partner. I think some of your entrepreneurs have done really well. I had a chance to see some of their business plan pitches. So thank you for your support. Look forward to continuing to work with you and the startups in Kerala. And then from the Bangladesh Angels Network, we have Nirjor, who's the CEO. I think he's joining us today. Thanks a lot, Nirjor, for being a supportive partner, for helping us expand our footprint into Bangladesh. And we are excited by the opportunities there and look forward to continuing to work with you. And then lastly, we have Venture Center, the partner that we're going to throw a spotlight on. I don't know who's joined us from Venture Center, but that's an organization I've had the pleasure of interacting with for many years now. They're really doing seminal work out there in Pune. Thank you so much for being a supportive collaborator. Look forward to continuing to work with your startups.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Thank you so much, guys. That was a very good message from you. So I'll just stop my screen and then you can continue from there.
Thank you, Anand. If you can stop sharing screen, I'll share from my end.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Gans, and thank you all for joining us today. And thank you very much. So I'm going to quickly run through the last 5 months journey, how we started and where we have reached so far, so that we have enough time to listen from our entrepreneurs who have made it to the top 20 finalists. We started in March and with a live expert session from Aditi. And then we had a live expert session from Shrikant with Deep Bajaj of Serah as the guest speaker, talking about testing prototype. And then Shoshana Cohen conducted a session on value chain with Anjali Joshi of iDrishti, help us identify the value chain and how to optimize the value chain. And Dr. Raja Koppal of Abyss Hospitals was our guest speaker for go-to-market strategy session conducted by our Sirish. Then we were in module 4 around May, June. And we had session on unit economics conducted by Harish, and Dr. Anand Shivaraman of Revideo came as our guest speaker. And around June, we came to the end of the program with a session by Ganapathy, Mr. Ganapathy, on business model canvas and pitching. So now we had Rema Subramaniam of Ankur Capital Fund as our guest speaker. Right. So it was, I have presented only the live sessions here, but there is a lot more than that. You did, you attended all the peer hurdles. You have to go through each of these sessions mapped to a module, and it was a lot of hard work that you all have done over the past 5 months. We have asked you to spend at least 5 to 8 hours, but many of you have spent more than that, and we hope you had a excellent and also rewarding learning experience. So I have said that, but we want to hear from you, and I have just presented here in a slide deck where during at the end of each module we asked you how did you feel about that particular module. And then these are the words that presented here that came from the entrepreneurs while going through the journey, collected through a satisfaction survey. And as you can expect, when you joined us in March, you all felt motivated, curious, as you can see from your words. But in the middle of the program, you can see words like overwhelming, exciting, but hectic yet rewarding, time constraint, jam-packed, all the things that you can expect in the middle of the program. But when you look at today in July, after this long journey and enriching journey, you all feel confident, excellent, overwhelming, relieved, awesome. Frustration is also still there as your emotion. So thank you for still staying with us in this journey, and we hope you had a wonderful time learning and improving your business. And we look forward to hearing a lot of your success stories going forward. With that, I'm going to talk about Spark competition, right? So we have presented earlier about how many of you joined and passed. Spark competition, to remind you, was all voluntary. So those who have completed only all the 12 activities of the program were invited to participate, and it is voluntary for those also to participate. Participate. So we reached out to 85 who were eligible around July 4, and 68 of you were interested in participating in this competition. So as part of this competition, you have presented your business model canvas, pitch deck, and a pitch video. And then we scored all the 68, and then the top 20 from the 68 will be considered as a top 20 finalists, right? These top 20 finalists are just, when we rank in that order, or top 20. It doesn't mean the other 48 are very good, but as part of any competition, you have to acknowledge a certain set of people who just come to the top, right, based on that. So today we are gonna present who were our top 20 finalists, and the top 6 from the top 20 panelists will be receiving a nominal cash prize. And we are gonna listen to the pitch of these top 6 entrepreneurs today, right? At the end of this session, we'll also send a pitch deck video of all the top 20 finalists, which is available in our portfolio website for all of us to go through. But today we'll hear from the top 6. Before that, I'm gonna present the top 20 finalists one by one, so that you have time to take in who are the top 20 finalists. All right. Congratulations to all the top 20 finalists of Spark 4th cohort. And we have presented a tabular column here. I'm going to walk through one by one. So if you're among the top 20 here, you can take a picture of your slide going forward. All right. I'm going to present the top 20 finalists now. First, and to remind you, all the names are arranged in alphabetical order. The entrepreneur's first name as the order. Congratulations, Aman Singhal of Wizrupt. And Aman joined us through Sign IIT Bombay, and his mentor was Balaji Loganathan. Congratulations, Aman. And we have Anuradha Balasubramaniam of Centrado. She joined us through Tai Chennai, and her mentor was Vinny Tandon. Arasi Arul of 60 Plus. She joined us through Tai Chennai, and her mentor was V.S. Sriram. Darshan Bhava of Bodhi Shishu. She joined us through Catalyst for Women Entrepreneurship. Her mentor was Nirmala Sankaran. Diptesh Mukherjee of Zen Forms. He joined us through Sign IIT Bombay. His mentor was Jofi Joseph. Elizabeth Thomas of Phonologix. She joined us through Tai Kerala, and her mentor was Diksha Singhuttavan. Kajal Abdullah of Jahaji from Bangladesh, who joined us through Bangladesh Angels Network. His mentor was Nazat Chowdhury. Kushi Yagnik of ERZCon. She joined us through Sign IIT Bombay. Her mentor was Sujin Bajaj. Okay, I heard a hello. I'm going to go forward. Lakshmanan of Backyard Creators, who joined us through IKP Eden, and his mentor was Sudhir Vaidya, I'm sorry. And Mansi Kohli of Tails, who joined us through We Founders Circle, and her mentor was Ganga. Nimra Qureshi of Sea Vitals, who joined us through NSC Lumps Pakistan, and her mentor was Ram Balina. Rajat Pandya of Phonotech. Rajat joined us through C Camp Bangalore, and his mentor was PVJK Murthy. Ram Chaitanya of Beijing, who joined us through TiE Hyderabad, and his mentor was Pandit Singhal.
Online payment.
I would request all of you to keep your microphones mute. Thank you. Santhoshi of Autocracy Missionary. She joined us through Catalyst for Women Entrepreneurship. Her mentor was Abhishek Moody. And Serah John of BlueTimbre, Music Pandit is the brand name. She joined us through TiE Kerala, and her mentor was Bindu Subramanian. A big round of congratulations to all the top 20 finalists who made it through this competition. Now, sorry, I missed Sajia here. Sajia Usman of Catalyst for Women Entrepreneurship, who joined us through Catalyst for Women Entrepreneurship. Sajia Usman, who has a startup Upcyclo. Her mentor was Vijay Krishnamurthy. And Shobha Aladi of OK Boss, who joined us through TiE Chennai, her mentor, Aparna Rammohan. Shresha Ajaman of Flabber, who joined us through TBI Congo Engineering College, his mentor, Neeraj Shah. Shreya Katuwal of Bihe, Nepal, who joined us through Nepal Young Entrepreneurs Forum, her mentor, Junay Matil. Shiva Mallikarjuna Reddy, Aud Health, who joined us through IKP Eden, and his mentor, Gautam Shankar. I believe these are our top 20 finalists, and a big congratulations to all the competition winners. It was a very tough competition to enter top 20. It was super competitive. All the top 20 joined by 0.5, 0.4 kind of difference. That's the amount of competition we had. And with that, we are gonna listen to the top 6 winners from the top 20 on their pitch deck. Before that, I'm gonna invite our global director, Jeffery, to share his views and share his commencement address for rest of the Spark cohort who are graduating today.
Thank you, Dinesh.
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Good morning to you. It's great to be here with you from California. I just want to say congratulations to all of the entrepreneurs who are completing the 4th cohort of Spark. We're really excited just seeing the growth of the program in India, into Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan. It's very exciting for us. Also very impressed with the quality of the entrepreneurs this time around. So many of you completed the program. I had the opportunity to participate in the scoring of the final 20, and I was blown away by the quality of the business models and the entrepreneurs, the pitch decks that you put together. Very impressive stuff. So our hope, obviously, is that you've all derived a tremendous amount of value from this program. And as Gun said, you're going to be able to take this forward and grow your business and have that type of impact on the world that you're trying to have. And if we can be a small contributor to that, we're more than excited. Of course, as Gun said, not to repeat what he said, but I'd like to thank all of our collaborators supporting this program. We couldn't be doing this without you. Our staff, Guns, Dinesh, Anand, thank you. Tremendous work supporting the entrepreneurs. It's great to see, again, the growth into new countries, larger cohorts. This is really what we're trying to do is similar to what you're all trying to do as business leaders at Seed. We're trying to scale our business model and to achieve our mission and vision through all of you. So it's really powerful to see this growing ecosystem of entrepreneurs in South Asia, not just the participants of Spark, but of course, all of the mentors from the different incubators and our Seed Transformation Network that are working to support all of you. Our hope is that, you know, as our mission says, working with all of you, we're going to be able to create thriving enterprises that transform lives, and that we can, you know, really work towards achieving our mission longer term and our vision, which is ending the cycle of global poverty. I was so impressed with many of the business models and the impacts that all of you are going to have on the lives of people that you're working with, be there your customers, be there your employees, be that your investors. So really, thank you all. We're really excited to see what you're going to be doing with your businesses. We'll be reaching out to you, of course, for feedback, but also to check in with how you're doing on your business in the future. Our success is your success. So thank you all very much. Guns, Dinesh, Anand, thanks for having me, and congratulations to all of you. Best of luck.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you very much. And so I'm going to share my screen and present the top 6 winners. Can I request all of you to mute yourself, please? Thank you. All right. Thank you, Gun. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for the address. Now we are going to reveal the top 6 and Guns. Sorry, Jeff, I'm going to share my screen. So would you like to reveal the top 6 from my screen? Sure. All right. So after we reveal the top 6, we are going to invite one by one of the top 6 in alphabetical order, and they will be presenting their pitch deck. And congratulations to the top 20 who have joined us. All right. So it's time for the final reveal of the top 6 who will receive a cash prize from the competition. Here are our top 6 cash prize winners who are from the top 20. Big congratulations to all of you. Diptesh, Mukherjee, Elizabeth Thomas, Kajal, Abdullah, Lakshmanan, Santhoshi, Serah John. Congratulations, a big congratulations to all of you.
Congratulations, well done. Fantastic work.
Congratulations.
All right, so we are going to wait for a moment to let that soak in, and then let's invite by alphabetical order, Diptesh. Would you like to present? All right, so while all
sure.
6 are ready to present, I'm going to just walk through the slide deck of all the 6 and introduce them, right? Okay, moving on to Diptesh. Diptesh, if you're ready, we can go ahead with your presentation.
Yes, I can just share the screen.
All right, wonderful. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and if you'd like to go ahead, please go ahead.
Yes.
Thank you.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Sulekha Sinha, a common middle-class 54-year-old homemaker, was shattered when her husband Pradyut got diagnosed with cancer. Doctors strictly suggested that pesticide-free organic food. But in the next 15 months of daily life, she understood that organic pesticide-free food was either not available or 4x costlier because they were living in a tier 2 city. Thus, Pradyut's daily diet comprised of poisonous pesticide-infused food until he painfully died the next year. Today, we are aiming for Mars colonization, but more than 20 crore Indians from 100 plus tier 2 and tier 3 cities do not have an access to affordable, healthy produce. Conventional food is either contaminated with pesticides, dyes, poison for commoners. Organic food availability is scarce or too costly for common households. Why? Because farmers are forced to do so. They have to earn a decent price discovery. Hello, one and all. I'm Diptesh, co-founder of Zen. We are a farm-to-consumer platform where farmers sell affordable pesticide-free natural produce from their hyper-productive smart natural farms to common households to purchase vegetables and fruits directly from farms and connect to farmers, who in turn earn an equitable livelihood from farming. Consumers place order from our network of farms where vegetables and fruits are grown 100% naturally without the use of any harmful chemicals. They are affordable. They're harvested the same day, packed and delivered to the consumers within 6 hours. What's our technology? Our technology is bucketed into 3 parts. It's a multi-layered, hyper-productive natural farming methods with 8 to 15 types of vegetables growing in a single farm and a GMV of more than 7 lakh rupees per annum per acre. Demand-driven crop calendar and food miles-driven farm location, minimizing the wastage in single digit. In-house organic manure, cutting down the cost of production by 70%. That's the power of the biofertilizers that we use. Thus, our consumers have access to affordable and healthy, nutritious food, while our farmers enjoy higher productivity and price discovery. There's a potential market size of 2.2 crore households, aiming to a TAM of $3.3 billion in India. Our competitors are online grocery delivery companies, organic brands, existing farm-to-consumer brands. They either lack quality or accessibility or affordability. Zen takes a leapfrog jump to be organic and affordable at the same time. We follow a D2C model for consumers with a 2.5x markup on average on the farm gate wholesale prices and an aggregator model for our farmers where we provide them with a farm plan, crop calendar, and a dedicated farm coach. We charge a 5% commission on the total GMV. We have a plan to follow a combination of physical marketing and digital marketing approach to convey the value proposition message and attract the customers through the IDA funnel network. Moving forward, we also do have plans of franchise-operated farmer stalls to increase the footprint into the market and thus decrease the customer acquisition cost, because that's a big problem in these kind of commoditized business. I'm Diptesh. I graduated from IIT Bombay in 2011. I look after the business and marketing strategy. I have led many projects and business collaborations with a lot of multinationals in US for 6 years. Prantik has run a $1 million business in agriculture sector, and he runs the operations. Saurabh is a seasoned agripreneur, a farmer's son, and has worked with some of the stalwart natural farming experts in India, and he leads the agronomy and farm operations. We are fortunate to be mentored by Seed Spark, Manage, and the Ministry of Agriculture. In 2 months of operations, we have more than 125 active users, 68% returning customers, and delivered more than 225 orders, onboarded 10 farmers, and impacted their income growth by more than 3x. And that's the happiest part of our journey. Sulekha and a number of mid-income households have trusted Zen for a better, healthy life. Come, Join our revolution to make nutritious, farm-fresh, natural food available for everybody and accessible for all, and farming as an equitable livelihood for all the farmers in the developing countries throughout the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Diptesh. That was a very good presentation. And over to you, Dino.
Thank you, Diptesh. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for presenting that. Now we are going to open the forum for questions to Diptesh from the forum. If you have any question to Diptesh, please go ahead and ask me.
Diptesh, BG from Samanadi. Congratulations. Really, it has come well. Currently, your customer size is 4 acres plantation. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And if you see the plantation, you said 7 lakhs per acre. So supposed to be, we should be getting around 28 acres, 28 lakhs, right? So
Yes.
What is your first year revenue on that?
We have just started our operations 3 months. So we don't have the numbers for a year as such. We did our pilots with 1.5 acres in the last year itself. And our revenue is just 5% of the GMV. The GMV is not our revenue.
Okay. So you take only the bottom line. You never take the top line.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Great. Congratulations. Let us stay in touch. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a quick question.
Thank you.
This is Srinivas from Hyderabad.
Please go ahead.
Diptesh, organic is a burgeoning field really, but I think one of the critical parts is standardization and certification. So how do you know the certification processes are followed, and do you have a reliable certifier for this produce?
When we were going through our program with Manage Hyderabad, we came in touch with APIDA regarding the organic certification. But again, we also came through 2 different paths where people in tier 2, tier 3 cities, more than certifications, were more interested in the traceability of the food right from the farms, right from what has been used. So probably moving forward, that would be an important metric to assess food from the farms itself. So right now we don't claim organic, we claim naturals, and we connect the we are preparing our network through blockchain, where people can trace their food, trace how it has been farmed, where it has been farmed, connect to their farmers, and gradually moving forward, we'll get in touch with the organizations for certifications if the farmer wills to do so.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thanks, Diptesh. If you have any other questions,
This is Mustafa. Congratulations, Diptesh. I just wanted to ask, what is your ask for the investors?
Right now, we are in a stage where we are looking for around 25 lakhs. We are looking for incubators to go for a growth strategy, finance strategy, learn more, and scale up to a level where we can pitch to investors. We are not in a position of a revenue where we can pitch to seed investors. We are mostly looking for incubators where we can go ahead, learn more, and raise an amount of 20-25 lakhs to move ahead to the next stage.
Thank you. Just a follow-up question. What would be the ultimate vision of the founders? Would it be sold to someone, merge, or what is in your mind?
We haven't thought of selling as such. If you ask me personally, I want to run this vision for the rest of my life. But if some kind of a situation comes along where we can hand over to a reliable company, we'll think of that. But that is not in the near future. Right now, it's to grow the whole platform with farmers profitable with natural farming on one side and consumers getting affordable naturals on the other side. But absolutely, we'll be open to everything.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mustafa, and thank you, Diptesh. And that will be the end of Diptesh's presentation. Thanks a lot, Diptesh. And we have a next finalist. So, Dinesh, will you go ahead?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Diptesh. Wonderful presentation and a lot of success stories. Wishing you a lot of success stories for Zen Forms. All right, we are gonna move to our second person in the top 6 list, and I'm gonna share my screen and like to invite. Elizabeth Thomas of Phonologix. Elizabeth, would you like to present? Elizabeth joined us through Thai Kerala, and her mentor is Diksha Senkutuvan.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Elizabeth. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, Elizabeth, so you can share.
Sure. Is my screen visible?
Yes, Elizabeth, please go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. 8-year-old Sanjay was referred to me for speech therapy by a psychologist who was treating him for extreme mood swings and volatile behavior. He used to stammer as a child, but there was no treatment available in the small town where he lived, and his parents hoped that he will eventually outgrow the problem. Little did they know that a speech impediment would lead him to being bullied mercilessly in school, resulting in behavior problems. In India, there are more than 25 million children like Sanjay with various disorders like hearing impairment, autism, stammering, and delayed speech and language development. 75% of such children are denied the right to improve their communication due to geographical barriers and shortage of qualified professionals. There's only one speech pathologist for every 4,000 children with communication difficulties in India when compared to developed countries where the ratio is 1:30. I'm Elizabeth Thomas, co-founder of Phonologix, a tech-enabled platform that makes speech therapy accessible to children irrespective of where they are located. As a practicing speech pathologist since the past 21 years, I've seen a lot of parents struggling because offline or online one-to-one therapy sessions are very expensive with long waiting lists. Due to this, children miss out on the crucial early intervention period where maximum progress is possible. Parents also struggle to find the right therapy material for making the child practice at home. Our unique solution is an innovative and engaging digital platform powered by AI/ML with structured and automated gamified content, along with integrated online therapy sessions by speech pathologists, which children can avail from the safety and privacy of their homes. This guided platform, which focuses on early childhood, empowers parents to become co-therapists for their child. It ensures faster progress, is cost-effective, and increases the productivity of the speech pathologist. We currently have a B2C model where parents take monthly plans for an average of 3 to 4 months. Our revenue streams are online therapy sessions with a gross margin of 25% and subscription to the platform with a gross margin of 40%. We'll implement B2B and B2G models soon by partnering with organizations with special needs children, working with special needs children. Our main GTM is digital marketing. We'll also have trainings and webinars for parents, teachers, and healthcare professionals. We have positively impacted the lives of more than 600 children since the launch in mid-2020. We currently provide therapy in 7 different languages and serve 8 countries, including India and the Middle East. We have had 4x growth in the previous financial year. We'll break even in FY24. We will expand to more locations globally and aim to serve 10,000 children by 2025. What makes us stand apart from our competitors providing online speech therapy is the value addition of the tech platform, carefully curated with our domain expertise and vast experience. We have a strong team with my husband and tech co-founder Jijo John with 27 years of experience handling the platform development while I take care of the curriculum, trainings, and content creation for the platform. We have a team of 7 RCA certified speech pathologists and 2 operations executives supporting us. We were bootstrapped until recently and received a Startup India seed fund and a grant in Jan 2022. We are looking at raising $130,000 for 12% in equity in our company. This fund will be utilized mainly for further development and enhancement of the platform, marketing, and team building. There's a saying that every child needs a champion, someone who believes in them. And our mission is to be those champions to at least 5 million children globally by helping them reach their full potential. Thank you.
Thank you, Eliza, and that was a lovely presentation. And the forum is open for question and Q&A session. So does anyone like to go ahead and ask questions to Eliza? Okay, and that will be the end of Eliza's session. We'll move on to the next participant.
And then we'll wait for a moment, so for it to seep in.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
am Renuka. I have a quick question. I'm Renuka from We Founder Circle. The question is, how are you planning to make this what's a scale-up plan to impact more customers? Because you have a very specific niche, right? How does your 24 months plan look like?
Right. So currently, it is since it is only one-to-one sessions. We are there is a restriction because the number of speech pathologists in the country is very few. So that is why the platform has been built, where many of the repetitive activities are automated and parents can do it at home. So we plan to have tie-ups with more therapy centers, special schools, inclusive schools, and all, and to reach out to more people where they can subscribe, and month on month they can do with fewer sessions with the speech pathologist. So this there is a huge underserved market, because children sometimes need up to 6 months, or even some children need many years of therapy. So it causes a huge financial burden on parents. So if some part can be we can provide some part as at a very low cost, so then more people would be able to avail the services. So we are trying to reach out to that underserved market by scaling through with the help of the platform. So in the next 24 months, we have launched the first phase of the platform, and we will be enhancing it and further development to better scale.
Thank you.
Thank you, Renuka. So Elizabeth, I think you have questions from two more folks. I'm going to call out one by one. Mustafa, would you like to go ahead with your question?
Congratulations, Elizabeth. Just a quick question. Both you and co-founder, your husband, are working exclusive to this startup, or are you doing other ventures as well at the same time?
I am working exclusively for the startup. My husband is more like, because he is consulting for other companies also. He's doing the product management part, and we have outsourced the development to a team who are doing the development. So he's handling that. And plus he is supporting with business development also, because right now our team is majorly the speech pathologists. So
I hope that answered your question, Mustafa.
Yeah,
we'll move
okay,
on to the next person. Thank you. Habibullah Karim, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. This is Habibullah Karim. Yes, you have put together an excellent platform, and I see that you have gotten very good traction so far in terms of uptake with the potential beneficiaries who can benefit from your speech therapies. But what I'm interested to know is how are you using artificial intelligence or machine learning tools to aid this process? That wasn't very clear in your presentation.
Right. So, yeah, can I go ahead and answer? Okay. So during online sessions, usually we use a lot of online tools. So, speech pathologists use different platforms and, share material from that. So our platform will have, all these, it's similar to an EdTech platform where basic communication skills, we are targeting children below 5 years mainly. And so for early intervention, so that kind of gamified content is there. And how we use artificial intelligence is we are going to collect data so that the machine can predict, the number of times certain activities are to be repeated until, that goal is achieved. So all this, so we will start using, with different, so we have through our incubators, we are connecting with various NGOs and also that we can collect a lot of data so that machine can predict, and we can now it's very customized. Each all goals and activities are customized to each child, so that restricts the number of children we can reach out to. So we are trying to automate some of that so that we can reach out to more children.
So this is something that you are planning to do in the future once you have collected enough data.
Yeah, we have
from your
started
existing users.
Yeah, the first
okay.
has just been launched of the platform, so we will now.
That's fine. That's clear. Thank you.
Thank you. And we're going to wait for some more time if there are any queries. We have a question from Gopala Krishnan. Please go ahead.
Congratulations, Elizabeth. Only one input is in your slide, you said B2G and direct to consumers. Okay, you should also focus on the foundation, because that is one. There are foundations are mandated. From a 600, you wanted to take it to a large impact and a large number of sessions, because as you said rightly, one session alone will not solve the problem. You have to approach it in a number of sessions per patient. That metrics, if you take it, I think that will be a good one. That is point number one. Point number two, with the 600, I think the learning will not be good for a AL or ML engine, right? Because your data set is very limited. So if you want to buy out some of the data sets which is available with the government, you should talk to them, because there are learning data sets which is available. So if you can integrate that, I think it will be a holistic solution for your. That is two input which is available from my side.
Sure, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that input. All right, we'll give another 5 to 10 more seconds. Right. Thank you, Elizabeth, and thank you for making the world better for future generations. With that, we are going to move on to our next presenter. All right, I would like to invite Kajal Abdullah of Jahaji from Bangladesh, who joined us through Bangladesh Angels Network. Jahaji, Kajal Abdullah, would you like to present?
Yeah,
if you're available?
I'm available.
Please go ahead and share your screen.
Thank you, Dinesh. And thank you, Seed Spark, my mentors and my collaborators, because it's really an eye-opener for me. The Seed Spark session, it gives me lots of clear view. Before starting my presentation, let me give you a brief scenario, of Bangladesh inland water transport sector. In Bangladesh, Bangladesh is crisscrossed by hundreds of rivers, and it has a navigable waterway of 8,000 kilometers. And according to a World Bank report of 2007, 3/4 of all commercial hubs of Bangladesh has a navigable waterway within 10-kilometer radius. And another World Bank report, logistic report of 2019, the cargo vessel of Bangladesh haul 124 million tons of cargo every year in national waterways. The interesting part is that our mechanized fleet size on national waterways is 100,000, more than 100,000. Only 5% have basic tracking and navigation equipment, unlike other developed countries. And also more than 700,000 crew work in this vessel. And among this 100,000 national fleet size, there are a small bulk carrier. Which is nationally made. It calls bulkhead. So there are 8,000 bulkhead in our country, which generate 1 million trip every year and has a combined trip value of 2 billion per year. So welcome to my presentation. Jahaji Limited is a basically technology and e-logistic company, which is creating a digital ecosystem for inland water transport sector of Bangladesh by installing our own IoT device on 100,000 inland vessel, connecting the multi-layer stakeholders of this sector and in a single platform to facilitate cargo vessel chartering, crew hiring, logistic tracking and coordination via a simple B2B app. And the problem in our inland water transport sector, as I mentioned before, only 5% of our inland vessel has the basic tracking and navigation mechanism. So the vessel tracking in real time on national waterways is very difficult, which hampers logistic coordination and supply chain definitely. And also here vessel chartering is now 5% more costly and more time consuming because the information asymmetry among the parties, because it's totally done via mobile phone call and by human intermediaries. Also, the vessel operation cost increased by 20% due to substandard manual crew recruitment process. It's by referral system. Now it's hired by phone call and refer system. So Jahaji Limited is the country's first ever tracking enabled B2B platform where user can book freight vessel online, monitor the real-time logistic movement, and hire the eligible crew via app. So it saves time, saves money, and also gives better logistic coordination. And as I mentioned, we offer booking, cargo vessel booking, vessel tracking, and a online job portal. So we have different TAM, SAM, and SOM. So here, if we mention the SOM, we have We have a combined 800 million USD for booking. We have 3.5 million for tracking, and also we have more than 4 million for jobs. And here is our business model. As I mentioned before, we have online cargo booking system via app. We take 3% commission on each booking on total trip value, and the average trip value is $1,500 per trip. Also, we give a monthly subscription fee for from vessel owner for vessel tracking. It's only $7.5 per month. And also it's our Jahaji jobs, that means the job portal for vessel staff, it's now in freemium model. Basically, we take $1 per month per user. And thank you, Seed Spark, for this for give me a clear idea about GTM strategy. It was not clear before this session, this cohort. So I have defined the GTM by awareness, information search, evaluation, purchase, and post purchase, and I design it as per the Seed Spark module. Also, at this moment, we have 470 paying vessels since January. We have developed 4 platforms for our users. This is Android apps, iOS app, web app, and SMS service for button phone user. Also, we have 2 physical offices located in Khulna and Dhaka. We have 24 full-time employees, and we have 1 hotline and 1 intellectual property. And there is a chance, because as we are installing IoT device on every vessel, every device gives us 11,000 dynamic data, logistic data every day. So just calculate when the number of vessel grows, the number of data grow as well. Also, here is our milestone and exit strategy. By this year, we would like to install 4,000 device on inland vessel. We also generate 500 booking and also create a staff database, staff profile of 20,000 staff profile on our job portal. Also, by 2023, we would like to raise Series A and install 24,000 inland vessel, install device on 24,000 vessel, also generate a number of booking and also create a 150,000 profile. And also by 2023, we'd like to introduce end-to-end logistics service from vessel to factory. We will give the whole logistic tracking. Also by 2024, also we would like to installing the we will also install the vessel, also generate booking. Also, as we generate a lot of data, we will create a data analytics service for vessel owner and the logistic contractor, because it will give a kickstart for them. And by 2025, we would like to buy back the share on market. The exit strategy, we have 2 exit strategy. We'd like to buy back the share on market value from the investor. Also, there is a chance to acquire by Asian logistic company, because we would like to expand our business into East Asian or South Asian countries. Here is the team. Here is our team member. We call them Jahaji crew. Me, Kajal Abdullah, and my co-founder Abhinandan Joddar. We are the finance graduate from the University of Dhaka. Then I work for BBC, BRAC, and technology companies in Bangladesh. And my co-founder worked in the logistic business in Bangladesh for 5 years. This Jahaji is basically his idea. He faced the problem in real life. He has the domain knowledge. And then he contact with me and we together build this company. Also, our CTO is Mr. Lutfur Rahman. He was the head of IT in Telenor, Grameenphone, and he also the Chief Information Officer of Airtel Bangladesh. Also, we have two directors. This is Raji Navid, who is our head of engineering, Buet graduate, and also Mr. Nazmul Hassan and Tanmay Shah. So far, Jahaji is bootstrap, is funded by the founders, but now we are looking for a seed funding for $500,000, and here is the fund utilization plan. Most of our fund will be given to device manufacturing, installation, and data collection, because we are giving subsidy on one-time device price. Also, we would like to invest on HR and technology, also sales and promotion. Our competitive advantage is we are fast in the market. We have regulatory endorsement. We have the written letter from the Ministry of Shipping endorse our device. Also, we have our own hardware. We have domain knowledge, and we have a very exclusive database of vessel owner, vessel, and vessel staff. That's all from my side. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Thank you.
Thank you, Jahaji. Now we'll open the floor for questions to Kajal, Abdullah. All right,
Okay.
we're going to wait for some more time if there are folks from Bangladesh or other geographies who would like to ask similar questions. All right, superb. I think everybody was clear in the problem you're solving.
Yeah,
They are
thank
solving
you.
an important problem of a
Yeah,
very important space.
also I especially want to thanks to my mentor Najat Chaudhary. He's been really wonderful through the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Kajal, and thank you, Mr. Najat Chaudhary. Right. We're going to move ahead with the next presentation. Okay. Now we have seen problem being solved at Bangladesh. Now coming back to India, I would like to invite Lakshmanan of Backyard Creators, who joined us through IKP Eden and mentored by Sufrit Vaidya. Right, Lakshmanan, would you like to present your solution to the group?
Sure. Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Please go ahead.
Sure. So I hope my screen is visible to you, sir.
Yes, please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Hi, everyone. I'm Lakshmanan from Backyard Creators. Our product is Impulse. Meet Mr. Thiru, who is 21 years old, and his brother Sundar, a 13-year-old. They both are brothers from a same family, affected since birth with congenital hearing loss. Not just them. Globally, over 466 million people were affected by the hearing loss. In India, over 63 million people were affected by the hearing loss. Among
I think we have a connectivity issue. We'll just give it a moment.
solution around the world is hearing aid implantation.
Lakshmanan, there seems to be a connectivity issue from your end. All right. Okay. So while Lakshmanan sorts out this connectivity issue, we can just move forward with the next person so that we have some time here. All right. Okay. I'm going to invite the next person. So while Lakshmanan figures out this problem.
Sir, hello, sir.
Hi, Lakshmanan. Is your connection okay now?
Yes, sir. It's fine now, sir. Can I go ahead, sir?
All right. Please go ahead. Yeah. Maybe you can start from first. We lost you at the initial stage itself.
Oh, okay, sir. Got it.
No problem. Please go ahead.
Yes. Sir, hope our screen is visible to you now, sir.
It is now. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Lakshmanan from Backyard Creators. Our product is Impulse. Meet Mr. Thiru, who is 21 years old, and his brother Sundar, a 13-year-old. They both are affected from the by birth and congenital hearing loss. Not just them. Globally, over 466 million people were affected by the hearing loss. In India, over 63 million people were affected by the hearing loss. Among them, over 1 million children were affected with the congenital hearing loss. For them, there existing only one solution around the world is hearing aid implantation. In hearing aid implantation, the surgeon need to drill their skull and they need to place a magnified electrode inside the skull to enable hearing. It has many disadvantages. Mainly, it requires a high-risk open skull surgery, and not all the surgeries 100% success rate. and they must done an implant within 8 years to avoid a language development. And they're not able to take an MRI for a lifetime. And the high cost of implantation, which exists to over 15 lakhs. With the aim to help these patients, we have invented a world first non-surgical hearing device. No more parents need to drill their children's skull for hearing. We are totally avoiding an implantation surgery for hearing loss, and it suits for all ages. There is no restrictions while using our product. The patient can still take a life-saving diagnostic services such as MRI, and they can use electronic devices such as smartphone. At last, our device is extremely cost-effective. Our early prototype has shown that it's cost little under 50,000, which is just a 6% cost of a traditional hearing aid implantation. So here is our solution impulse. We are working on our patented technology. Our technology uses a transcranial magnetic stimulation, where we are giving a magnetic stimulation directly to the cochlea, which activating the sensory neurons of the cochlea. On doing that, the patient can able to hear without doing an implantation surgery. So here is our aesthetic of our product. We need to stick our product behind the ear using a non-allergic adhesive material. And we have a 2 patent for our hearing aid technology, which is India origin with PCT. So our technology has been validated by various stakeholders. We have successfully validated with over 50 plus patients and validated with many of our primary stakeholders like audiologists and ENT Research Foundation. And here is our regulatory and certification pathway. So here is our accomplishment. We have 2 patents for our hearing aid technology, and we are backed by various government grants for our research and development, and awarded as a DAD Entrepreneurship Award by a German government. So our invention and our technology work has been validated and certified by the Japanese government from the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communication. Our competitor analysis, our main competitive advantage is providing a non-surgical solution which suits for all ages at zero restriction at a very affordable cost. Our market opportunity, our total market value is $8 billion. Around the world, over 466 million people are affected by this problem. Among them, over 70 million people require a hearing aid implant to treat their hearing loss, but only a 10% of patients get treated so far because of high risk and cost associated with the existing solutions. It clearly shows a huge need for an alternate solutions. Here is our product unit economics. We are going to sell our product at a cost of around up to 50,000 approximately at the margin of up to 65%. Our target audience, our champion customers are doctor, hospital and clinics, and our customer segments are by birth and totally hearing loss patients. Here is our go-to-market strategy. We are going to follow B2B2C to a medical institution, hospitals, and B2G to a government. The actual cost of the implantation in India is around some 15 lakhs. Under the government scheme called ADIP, it's cost around up to 7 lakhs. Even though our government has struggled in this scheme because only 300 people get benefited to this scheme. If our solution comes, up to 30,000 people get benefited to this scheme. Here is our multiple revenue streams like a product sales in India, licensing a technology to various geographies. Here is our fund requirement. We are required a fund of $170K USD to convert our POC to a beta product, which we are going to utilize in the research and development, industrial design and preclinical trials. Here is our financial projection for next 3 years in the product sales. Here is our product timeline. As we are in POC stage, here is our product timeline for the next 12 months, which we are working currently towards it. So our leadership team, we are Raman and Lakshmanan, a 20-year-old twin founder of the team and holding multiple patents for our inventions. And here is our advisor panel, Mr. Ebin Abraham Elabadigal, especially Dr. Saravanan, a director of Sarana Multispeciality Hospital, and Mr. Vishnu PJ, and Dr. Vivek Manoharan, a scientific advisor, and Mr. Vishnu Nagaraj sir. So what impact we are creating? We are making here everyone without doing an implantation surgery, and also we are going to provide an employment opportunity for a hearing loss peoples, and we are improving the quality of disabled people life by achieving a UN SDG, good health and well-being. And we have successfully piloted with over 50 plus patients. They can able to hear through our device for a first time from their birth without doing an implantation surgery. So here is a video how we are impacting their life. என்ன கேக்குதுப்பா? So you may notice Sundar tell book from the birth he doesn't hear a single word and also he doesn't speak. Sir. While using our product for a first time from their birth, we are enable them to hear through our device, and also on providing a continuous speech therapy to them, we are also enable them to speak. So this is how we are impacting the people life, sir. Thank you. Open the floor for questions.
Thank you, Lakshmanan. Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful presentation. Really moving and innovative product. So now a lot of medtech experts are also on this forum. So we're going to take questions one by one, and floor is open to all. So if we can use raise hand function, it will be easy for us to moderate. I'm going to call Mr. Gopalakrishnan. Please go ahead, please.
Good morning. Congratulations, Lakshman, and for one of the breakthrough. My question is the hearing, congestional hearing. You said within 8 years they have to be operated. Is there any limitation for this device? For example, even after 8 years or 9 years or 10 years, is there a limitation for the device to be put onto the system?
Yes, sir. Actually, why the ENT surgeon and audiologist suggested to a limit of 8 years is to avoid the language development, sir. Actually, it's a very good question, sir. Actually, why they are prescribed before 8 years is to get the language development, because from the birth they doesn't hear a single word. So even if they hear through our device or implantable solutions, they feel very difficult to get trained to the word. Like if they hear the word amma, they doesn't know the virtual meaning of the word amma. So if they get implanted or treated before 8 years, the learning capability is very high. After 8 years, it is very low, sir. That's why they are prescribed before 8 years. Even there are many people implanted after 8 years, but the language development and the efficacy of a solution is very low after 8 years, sir.
Okay. And in the video, the speech has to be louder. Is it a necessary that the speech has to be in a higher volume?
Yes, sir. Actually, yes, I got your point, sir. So actually, like even if they hear the word, all the by birth hearing loss patients, maximum 95% of them has the capability of speak, but they are not able to speak because they doesn't get any input from the birth. Once they are if we train them, like if they hear the word book, they're not able to pronounce book, like book, ma, ba, like that only they can pronounce it. So like that they have a like it take a time to get practice the pronunciation of word at the same tune, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Really good. Really good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I would like to invite Satish. Please go ahead.
Yeah, just congratulations, Lakshmanan, for a really great breakthrough. My question is in a layman's point of view, not being from the medical field.
Yes,
what is the technological difference between the hearing aids that are wore today in market and your device? What is the technological difference? What is the major difference between the two tasks that are being carried out in this?
Sure, sir. I got it, sir. So, sir, like there are many hearing aids available in the market. Like as you mentioned, there are many BT hearing devices available in the market, but those devices is only suited for a partially hearing loss patient, sir. So what patient category we are focusing is by birth and congenital hearing loss patients. So for them, their existing only solution is hearing aid implant. It requires high risk surgery and they need to enable hearing after having the magnified electrode. So what's a competitive advantage when compared to them is we are totally avoiding them open skull surgery and we are enable them without having a surgery, sir.
Yeah,
that's our main competitive advantage.
So that I heard. The first one was the relevant answer to my question. Second one was understood from your presentation as well, because avoiding the surgery is a really great achievement.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so got it. So the difference is for partial hearing and completely deaf. That is the main difference between the two devices.
Exactly, sir.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Lakshmanan. We'll wait for some more time. If there are any questions in chat or All right, if there are no further questions to Lakshmanan, shall we move to the next participant?
Hi, this is Girish. Girish, can I?
Hi, Girish. Please go ahead, Girish. Please go ahead.
Hi, Lakshmanan. There are bone conduction headphones as well in the industry and in that particular domain. So, what is the technical difference between your product and the bone conduction headphones?
Yes, sir. Got it, sir. So, sir, bone conduction technology is entirely different from our technology. So, in a bone conduction, what they are giving a vibration to a missed bone. On doing that, they are unable to hear. But our devices, we are giving a magnetic stimulation to the cochlea. And the bone conduction technology can only treat the conductive hearing loss in the medical term. So, our technology can suit for a mixed conductive and some sensory neural hearing loss also, sir. So it's entirely different technology from a bone conduction, sir.
Got it. Got it. Thank you. Thank you for the clarification.
Thank you, sir.
All right. If there are no further questions, thank you, Lakshmanan, for patiently answering our queries. And
thank you so much, sir.
Good luck to you. All right.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your opportunity.
Thank you, Lakshmanan.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, coming back to the main room now. So we have so far heard about soft or being solved problems. Now let's hear from a business leader who solves hard problems with strong missions. And Santhoshi, if you're ready to present, we would like to hear about auto missionary and things that you do. Santhoshi joined us through Catalyst for Women Entrepreneurship, mentored by Abhishek Modi. So Santhoshi, would you like to present?
Yep. Thank you.
Thank
Am
you.
I audible? Yeah.
Yes, you are. Please go ahead and share your screen.
Yeah. Just if is my screen or can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Yeah, just give me a second. I think it's shared. We can see it now, right?
I'm not able to see in my screen.
Maybe if you can just continue. I think I'm facing a technical glitch. Just continue the next one and I'll close the session. Yeah.
Sure, Santhoshi.
Sorry for the inconvenience, guys.
No problem. No problem. Please go ahead. Prepare. We'll invite you once again.
Yeah.
Okay, she's again solving a hard problem. Now we'll move on to the next person. Like our top final 6 finalists, Serah John. Serah John has a company called Music Pandit. The startup is Music Pandit. She teaches music online and she joined us through Thai Kerala, mentored by Bindu Subramaniam. And Serah, if you would like to present to our panel.
Well, thank you, Dinesh.
Thank you.
Just a quick thank you to everyone who's been very supportive of this program and helpful in all aspects, including my mentor Bindu. With that, I'll get to our pitch deck. Okay, so my company is called BlueTimbre, but my product is Music Pandit. So just to give you an idea, let's take the case of this young boy Rahul. He joined music classes. He was very excited because he saw his cousins playing the keyboard. He wanted to play his favorite songs, but in just a few months, he got really bored. Okay, and he started refusing to go to class, and his parents were extremely frustrated and trying to figure out what went wrong. So this is where we see the problem, right? Most music schools that we see have lower than a 50% student retention rate. And the reason is simple. It's because, they have unqualified instructors, they have unstructured evaluation and teaching processes, very poor quality music education material use. And many of them focus on song learning to kind of, keep the excitement in the initial stages, but not a complete holistic education, right? So therefore the classes are not consistently fun, engaging, and they're not holistic. So students lose interest very quickly, and we have parents who are frustrated with that experience. So that's where we come in. With Music Pandit, we offer a very engaging curriculum that's custom made level-wise, right from beginners to advanced students. It's a holistic music education curriculum where they learn everything from songs to techniques to concepts, right? They also perform and they get certification. They attend workshops with artists. And our company has over an 80% student retention rate. So we continue to keep students engaged, and parents see that interest, that that passion and excitement of their child, and are able to see the progress of their child as well. So with Music Pandit, it's more than just learning music. Our value proposition is essentially you learn music, but you're guaranteed to play, perform, and get certified. And we've offered a lot of features. It's not just classes, right? We offer online live group classes with an instructor. So students are engaged, they network, they are connected to their cohorts. They access material at home through our LMS. They get regular feedback and progress reports that are shared with parents, so they know exactly what's happening with their child. They attend music workshops with popular artists and maestros. Right? They do monthly performances that build a lot of confidence, and they do recitals and examinations twice a year. So this is the type of market size that we're looking at, a total addressable market of about 352 million people across in terms of number of students. And in the first year, all we're trying to do is get 1,000 students to join our sessions. So our go-to-market strategy it's very clear. We obviously need to be everywhere where the customer sees us, on our social media channels, radio, newspapers. We have already a presence on YouTube that we will continue to develop. We're going to be working with city social clubs, high-end residential complexes, their peers, classmates, to get referrals, even through schools. So it's a complete consolidated effort from all ends to get the student. In terms of information search and finding us and evaluating us, our customers will find us through mostly online, but they also get referrals. They connect with us through emails, phone, chat, etc. They get connected to our student counselor, who takes them through the journey of what they can expect while learning with us. They get to see progress of other students. They get to actually experience a trial class, and they get to understand what they will get. So what they will achieve by the end of that course, right? And finally, we share all of the pricing, the scheduling, and how that works. So in terms of purchasing, our students, the information is shared to them, but they'll be also trained on how to use our LMS. Initially they get some discount, but there is no discount at higher levels. And it's very clear and transparent so that they know exactly what they're getting for when they pay. And finally, the students, once they purchase a product, they get handed over to our administration team, which manages their scheduling, manages all the events that are occurring in terms of the classes, the recitals, the auditions, the workshops, etc. And they have the teachers who perform classes, workshops, performance preparations, exam preparations. And we also will have a quality check throughout the course, through every event. In terms of our pricing and unit economics, we would be charging approximately $560 a year, which is roughly about $50 a month. Our customer lifetime value is about $2,185, and the acquisition cost in year one is expected to be about $200, and this should drop by the end of year two to about $32. So we are trying to achieve, this is our target for year one. We want to end it with 1,000 plus students. In year two, with 5,000 plus students. And in year three, 25,000 students. And at the same time, we'll have about 45 plus staff in year one, about 100 in year two, and about 200 by year three. So quickly to talk about our top team. I'm Serah, I'm the CEO founder, and I come with over 18 years of experience in business development, marketing, sales, and leadership roles. And I handle all of the business end of things, admin, sales, marketing, and oversee tech. My partner and co-founder, Sharon, comes with over 15 years of experience as an instructor, as a content developer, and training material development, as well as training instructors themselves. Our mentors, Shailesh Shah and Bindu Subramaniam, very specific in their roles, which is really great for us. Shailesh comes with over 30 plus years in leadership roles. He understands the service industry very well and has worked with over 100 startups. And Bindu, with her experience in the music business, music education, and the leadership roles in that area is a great addition for us. So why us? We've actually had the experience, my co-founder and I, of running a brick and mortar music school, and we understand how to ensure student engagement. We know what is the lifetime value of those customers. We understand what it takes to develop that holistic training content and how to execute it correctly. We've trained and managed over 25 teachers thus far. Working with schools in the city, we've understood those challenges as well. With young children, older children, what they want, how to manage, how to work with parents. We've also run an online education. We've done a trial where we've done a one-on-one with students and managing remote teachers, their training, their development, quality check. And we've taught students across the globe. So that's why we believe we are the right people for this job. And this is some of the acknowledgements we've had over the years. We've been featured in several publishing, and we've won a few awards as well in the music education category. Here, at the end of the day, we are looking to raise about $200,000 for about 7% equity to accelerate our growth. By the end of year 2, we're looking to get to about 4,000 students online. We're looking to reach about 45,000 students with our pre-recorded courses, which we already offer on our website, musicpandit.com. And we'll also have additional revenue coming in from our YouTube channel and instrument sales. And we hope to be break even by mid of the second year and profitable by year end. And with that, I'd like to close our. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Serah. We'll now open the floor for questions.
Sure. Thank you.
Right, please, if you have any questions to Serah on Music Pandit, please go ahead. All right, we have Mr. Gopalakrishnan, please go.
Yeah. Serah, first and foremost, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I have one question, because this is very highly dominated by gurus, because when I say gurus, nothing but if T.R. Vasudevan, who is one of the academician available in Chennai, so he has got a aura of students. So how you are going to make they are also part of this ecosystem, because they will have their followers, they will have their people, and if I want to learn music, then there will be a guru-centric culture also which is available. So how you are going to make the community of teaching learning with a lot of influences like him as a part of this community? Yeah.
So that is actually our plan in the next year, to connect with and to network with certain people in this industry who we feel that will help us. In fact, through the program, I was also already introduced to Bindu Subramaniam, as I talked about, who's the daughter of Dr. L. Subramaniam. So, there are many people in this industry who we've already identified some of these people that we'd want to work with. And what our understanding is it's not enough to ride on the coattails of these gurus, because once a student joins many of these institutions, there are many cases where they've been let down, because they go in thinking they're going to learn from the gurus themselves, but they're not actually doing that. That's one. And secondly, it's not enough to just have a guru, because there are a lot of processes and things which have to be in place. There has to be a lot of monitoring, because like I mentioned, the teachers who actually teach are not necessarily qualified to teach. This is the problem that happens. They come with a certain knowledge. They're not actually certified. They may be performers in many cases who are supplementing their income by teaching. Therefore, they're not good teachers. This is an issue that we've seen across the market, and we've done research with some of the really big companies in India as well. And there are a lot of upcoming startups who are doing something similar, not exactly the same. And therefore, we've talked to their staff. We have also talked to students from there to understand this issue. So I don't believe that that's going to be the constraint for us, but definitely tying up with some key people will make a difference for us going forward.
And
I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah, thank you. And is there any kind of certification will be there as the end of the program?
Yes, sir. As I mentioned, that's one of the benefits that we provide, that we do provide certification twice a year as a part of our program. And these are international certifications.
Okay.
They're recognized globally.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Kajal?
All right, thank you. Kajal, please go ahead if you have a question to ask.
Yeah. Hi, Serah.
Hi.
Thank you for the nice presentation. It's really amazing. I have two simple question. One is, what's the teaching language? Is it in English or?
Yes, we're currently teaching in English.
Okay. And also, I have another question in terms of when you're uploading the classes on the YouTube and the other stuff. Is there any complexity about the intellectual property? Because music is a very expensive and there's a lots of IP issues involved. So do we face any problem regarding this?
So when it comes to YouTube, it takes care of its own. There's a lot of, what I mean is the IP is restricted. YouTube itself has its own legalities, and they have their own way of taking care of that. So in fact, if you upload certain famous songs, the money that comes out of that is given to the original makers. Okay. So there is no issue there. Yes, on the website itself, of course, we have our own legal team that we've been coordinating with that tells us how we need to go about executing certain things. So like I said, our focus is on teaching, and teaching comes under fair use. So thus far, we have not had an issue, and we've been doing this for a fair number of years.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And I have a simple suggestion, if I may.
Yes, please.
Yeah, input. I have an input. Yeah, normally the music apps are coming growing exponentially, like Spotify, Ghana in your country.
Yes.
So you can use them as a GTM strategy to put your class, upload your class as a podcast on Spotify or other music app. Also, you can add because most of your upcoming potential customer will lies within this platform or the family member of your potential customers. So yeah, that's my suggestions. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. We are already exploring that with certain platforms.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kajal. And in the interest of time, I'm going to ask Rahul to quickly go ahead with this question and move forward. Yeah. Please go ahead, Rahul.
Thank you, and congratulations, Serah.
Thank you, Rahul.
The Rahul you showed would have been me many years and my daughter a few years back for sure. But it's a very common problem that with the kids. So
yes,
good problem statement to solve. The question is that there are a lot of it's a very fragmented industry, right? Very fragmented industry. And also people look for convenience, so they look for a teacher which is very close by. And on the technology side, people who are switching on to technology are now getting a lot of choices. There are a lot of other firms that have entered with deep pockets, right? Whitehead Junior to be one of them. You know that's one of the major competitors then. How is it? How are you differentiating from them? Is it through content or something else, or how it is where you are?
So where we differentiate is our complete experience. Like I mentioned, there's no one providing this level of depth of experience to a child. Okay, and the whole reason we provide this entire depth is because we know what it takes to keep them engaged. It's not enough to just have a lesson. It's not enough just to teach a song. Not enough to teach them a chord. Right? They need to get a live interactive experience with multiple different levels of people and, musicians, teachers, all of this. And that's where the differentiator lies. If you go for a class with any of these, as you call big guns, with deep pockets, you will experience that. You will see that you will be undergoing classes, but that's not enough. Maybe as an adult, it is still okay. But as a child, there's a lot more that goes into learning. And I think that's the key differentiator for us. I understand we have our work cut out for us because the first few years is going to be, we are going to be working against all of these big companies, but we are very clear what we offer. And, we've done this before with our brick and mortar store. Now we've moved this online. So we know that it works.
Wonderful, and all the best. I'm sure we all the startups like ours, we are taking big guns for their money, and I'm sure we'll succeed. Great, congratulations.
Thank you, Rahul, and good luck to you too.
Thank you, Rahul, and thank you, Serah. Thank you very much. Now we'll move on to our final presenter for the day. So before that, I want to thank everyone who's still staying, and just want to acknowledge that we might run beyond our scheduled time at 11:30. We'll continue the session until 11:45. That's okay with all of you. However, the recording of this session will be shared as a part of the email. So you can, if you have other commitments after 11:30, you can still watch the recording. But it'll be great if you can stay until 11:45 so that we finish this whole session in full. With that, I'm going to invite our final presenter for the day, Santhoshi. Santhoshi, if you are able to present, you can go ahead.
Yes, I'm sharing my screen. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes. Yeah, we are able to see it. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Sorry guys again for the technical glitch that I given you guys a couple of minutes back. Yep. India is undergoing a burgeoning growth. The Atmanirbhar version of self-reliant India has kicked off large-scale investments in both infrastructure and led to the enhancement of agriculture and industrial production. Hello everyone, I'm Santhoshi Buddhiraju, co-founder and CEO of Autocracy Machinery. Autocracy Machinery is a leading manufacturer of infrastructure, agriculture, and specialty construction machinery. We're based out of India. So even before I jump into what we do, why we do, where we do, I'll just walk you through what is the market opportunity that we're looking at. India wants to be a 5 trillion economy, and the first stepping stone for that is all the infrastructure requirement that we have. Like as you see here, there are a lot of state governments and the central governments that have knocked off a lot of huge infrastructure projects that as you can see as per this very little newspaper clippings that I have presented here. And there's a huge requirement for farm machinery. I think COVID has been a boon for a lot of them, and it has also been a bane for a lot of them. It was only during COVID we have realized that how dependent we were on the human labor, and what is the need of the machinery that we currently don't have as in our country as of such. So currently what you see here from a machinery requirement for both trenching requirements, for pipe laying, for oil and natural gas connectivity, for micro irrigation projects, for all of this, all you need is first to start digging. Okay, so just before I go ahead, the way we look into this particular problem is everybody wants to go, we want to fly drones and all, but what about first bringing all the electric lines that are up above in the air underground? For doing this, all we first require are the trenching machines or the digging machineries, which will help bring all the up above air, the electric lines, the fiber cable lines underground. Currently in India, there is no manufacturer of repute, and that is where Autocracy Machinery jumped in. This is a 4.5 billion market. Currently, the machinery here is imported. So I will walk you guys through the problem statement. So what you see here is the problem statement that we face. If you have to put a 40 mm duct pipe for your fiber line, you see that they're almost digging open the roads. And this is not the problem that is faced currently in India alone. A lot of developing countries are also facing the same problem because we don't have a proper availability of this precise machinery to do this job. So the imported technology, whatever is available, is expensive. There's a high maintenance associated with it. And even if we import and look at the maintenance, what about the after service sales and the spares that is available? And the look that we are looking at is around next 15 years of what India needs is these machinery that will help us build our infrastructure and become the 5 trillion economy that we want to. So what do we have? The existing machinery that we see as the backhoe loaders that you would see in all the countries that are there, they are currently used, and it's like patched work that you get out of it. There are large downtimes. So I can talk about few particular projects which are already supposed to be completed in a 5-year span, are like only 5% or 10% implemented yet. And there are huge delays, and the outputs and the precision quality of work that we get out of this existing machinery is under par. Okay, so just summarizing where it is, the opportunity that we are looking at is a 10-year infra growth plan, which includes all the optic fiber, the micro irrigation projects, the sewage pipeline projects, the oil and gas projects, the rural development projects. And the biggest project that we have is bringing the electric lines underground. Almost imagine how many kilometers of work we will have to do if you have to bring every electric line that is up above in the air in every street, if you have to bring it underground, and then become one more step forward towards the 5 trillion economy. And what are the problems that we're currently facing? The solutions that are available are labor intensive. The existing machinery that we have is all, it's not like one size fits all approach, and they're prone to very significant delays. Like a lot of projects have even come, just like I mentioned, have completed nothing more than 5% to 10% of the work. And the goals that we are looking at here are something that will have a huge execution time and play beneficial from a cost standpoint. So this is where we bring in Autocracy machinery. So these machines that you see here are trenching machines. So just bringing these, you wouldn't have been seeing this very commonly across this particular machinery. We have made it in India design and made it compatible for all the soils in the South Asian markets. So just bringing you guys up to speed upon what it is like, if you have to put a very small 40 mm or a 50 mm or a 100 mm duct pipe, you don't have to dig open the entire ground. So when you dig open an entire ground, the rework and the quality of work is a problem. So if you see here, what we are showing you are a couple of our machineries that we have. And the right side, you see the precision of the job. Like you can see here, the precision job that you get out of our machinery. If you want 100 mm, it will cleanly give you 100 mm. And these machines can go up to a depth of 1 feet to around 6 feet, as tall as a human man can go. And then what are the advantages we have with our machinery? You will see an enhanced productivity of close to 5 times productivity. There's a less dependency on human force. This has been optimized for Indian soils. And again, the imported technology that was available were not optimized for Indian soils, because again, we have a very wide plateau of regions where we have soft soil, and we have even Deccan Plateau and other different type of regions. So our machines have been tested across all of them. And again, because it's a made in India solution, the after availability of spares, servicing, and all of these are pretty easily available. Yes. So now where we have started, I think the R&D started prior to 2020. From 2020, we have actually built a proof of concept. We have produced our machinery, and we have provided our machinery to all our clients. So our existing clientele, like you see here, we've already provided our machinery to some of the India's big infrastructure giants like Sterlite Tech, Mega Engineering Limited, L&T. We take pride in saying that we already provide machinery to a lot of micro irrigation projects across different states, like Jal Jeevan projects. We have provided the machinery for optical fiber network across the country. We have provided for agriculture, where people are using the machinery for drip irrigation. We have provided the same trenching machinery for underground electric laying in solar energy cells and all. So we have provided the machinery for that. I'll just walk you through the marketing strategy that we are currently going ahead with. So we are directly licensing with contractors and individual farmers. We have knocked that away from the basket. We have all the sales channels that are open through all the digital sales channel where people can purchase machinery. That is the first mode which we have done around a year back. The second step from a marketing strategy, we look into direct licensing with the large and medium corporates. We have provided machinery for, again, like mentioned, to Sterlite, Mega, L&T. We want to onboard more and more infrastructure companies onto the platform, where we can provide machinery or become machinery partners for them. And we want to provide a white glove service for all these large corporates which are taking up these infrastructure projects, where they can actually where they can complete the project much faster, and where they can actually benefit from the cost savings that they'll have. Our digital marketing footprint is again that we are working upon from the search engine optimization, YouTube channel, and the basic digital marketing thing. One step that we wanted to go ahead and build is a robust distributor network. That is one particular piece that as an organization we look forward to work on, to build a robust distributor network and make sure the products that are there are adaptable for the existing host machines that are there across all the countries, and also explore these export sales opportunities across the country. So, yeah. So currently, how do we make our revenue model, the current revenue model that we have? We are providing machineries both B2B and B2C, and also signed up some annual maintenance contracts with some of the big B2B MNCs. And we are actually expanding our product suite currently. From trenchers, we are also foraying into agriculture equipment and landscaping equipment. The need of the hour where we want to help build the nation is by providing all the existing machinery that we're currently importing in the country, and thereby provide an in-house solution from a maintenance, after sales and management support for all the big B2B and B2C clients, whoever are there out there. And where do we look ourselves in? So we are currently an operationally positive organization. I think I would say, touch wood, we've been lucky there. COVID has been a boon to us because of all the downtime that we had and very less labor availability. We realized the manforce that is required to fulfill all these infrastructure projects was unavailable. And that is when, even though we were closely only a 1.5-year-old organization, a lot of big B2B clients have reached out to us and they have procured machinery from us and gave us an opportunity. So we are operationally positive. Now in 2022, we look forward at growing it by enhancing the product suite and launching the distributor network. And like I mentioned, trencher sales to larger corporates. Currently, we have around 35 corporates that we have onboarded. And in 2023, we want to make it around 500 infrastructure companies by the end of 23. And in 23, we also plan to expand our product suite to agri equipment, partner with government or farmer groups, strengthen our distributor network, and from sales of spares and annual maintenance parts. Again, just before saying what agri equipment, so we don't want, again, Autocracy machinery is built on the idea that we want to bring innovative machinery that currently does not exist in the country. We have been we've been not very advanced from bringing new machinery into the country, and that is where we in Autocracy want to take a step forward. And in 2024, how do we want to achieve our goals that I'm showing you from a financial projection standpoint? So after 23, we are already into an R&D in launching the agri equipment. In 24, we are also doing our R&D into landscaping and construction equipment. I'll just give you guys a brief summary of a very funny story of how we face different encounters. I'm pretty sure the digital penetration in a lot of countries that we face has caused TikTok, Moj, and all these apps. A lot of farmers, a lot of construction people from the construction industry reach out to us and say, ma'am, can you please make this machine for us? If we bring this machinery, can you please make more parts of it? And can you help us with after sales support? And can you provide spare parts for all of this? So when there is such a demand from the consumers, then Autocracy said that, okay, why not, let's foray into it. So one such thing was into landscaping. So we had one of our clients who has come to us saying that we need lawnmowers because these are currently imported. There's not a single lawnmower manufacturer in the country. That will be very astonishing. We are very advanced as a country in India, but still we don't, from a manufacturing standpoint, a lot of our machinery is imported. And that is where Autocracy is stepping forward to bridge that gap. Just like I said, in trencher also, there is no manufacturer of repute in the country. For a lot of landscaping equipment, there is no manufacturer at all. Leave repute, there is no manufacturer, and most of our machinery is imported. So this is where we want to step forward and from an innovation standpoint, make those solutions adaptable to our country. And we also want to look forward with exports into Southeast Asian markets and African markets. And for this, we also look into strengthening our R&D team so that we will be able to re-engineer and re-adapt the solution for our existing machinery that exists in the country. Then I'll just take a step and where do we and what do we ask? So we are looking again, like I said, we are looking for 2 million as a seed funding. We already have a land allotted from the state government. We've already had the land acquisition, and we are looking at building a manufacturing unit at a large scale that will help us give us an adaptable and modifiable assembly lines that will help us put forward any production that we want to, whether be it agri equipment, be it construction equipment, or be it trencher equipment. So the idea with which we go forward in the next 4 or 5 years is re-engineer the solutions that are there, make it adaptable to the countries with their existing host machines. I'll take a stop here. Any other questions?
Thank you, Santhoshi. Now we'll open the floor for questions.
I'm pretty sure that would have been a lot more heavier. It's a lot heavy machinery industry.
Hi, Mr. Gopalakrishnan, please go ahead. Yeah.
Congratulations, Santhoshi, for taking a step forward and at least bringing some of the R&D then to manufacturing. So my question is the team, whatever be the background, because you were talking about the vision and everything. Who is the background team which is with you?
So we are 3 co-founders. One of our team, again, I'm from metallurgical background. I'm from IIT BHU. That's my specialization into metals. Another the founder of the company, he's the one who started the idea. He was into contracting, where they were doing licensing projects and they imported the machinery from China. So this whole idea was built on that. And then they realized that, okay, the machine was not of a good quality. We were having after sales support and there's no machinery that is available. And people are still going with the existing solutions and not bringing new solutions into the country. And the third founder is again a BTech from IIT Bombay and Purdue PhD. So he's the one who helps us with the financial and the total team size. I think we're a pretty small team, I should say, for this big unit. 25 team member of 25 with around mechanical engineers, designers, and after sales marketing. And this is where we ask for expansion.
Okay, so we are an agri company, Samanati Foundation. So let us stay in touch and.
Oh sure. Oh yeah, I have actually applied to one of your things from Samanati. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Right, for other questions. Rahul, please go ahead.
Santhoshi, thank you so much for sharing this and wonderful initiative. Congratulations. Love that the Made in India logo is shining bright on some of the heavy engineering and machinery. So superb. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There is a lot of information that you get while you're doing anything on digging, right? Because the type of soil, what's the moisture quantity in the soil, what it is good for. And I'm sure Gopalakrishnan would be able to speak more on that as well and would know that. So anything where any of your machinery could even help in understanding that what is the nature of that particular soil in that particular area, what could be done safely, what could not be done safely, because that could be an opportunity again with the Made in India machinery.
Actually, I'll just tell you what I'm talking from. Again, I come from fintech background also. Like I said, this is my third company. So in another part, I have another company which I'm into product development. So I'll just give you guys the problem statement that we're solving in India. Okay, machinery is just like an A of A to Z. Okay, so there are a lot of developed countries. All of you would have traveled abroad and you would have realized there are no wires, anything up in the air, and most of them are underground. But then imagine, so now I'll just give you guys the math of it. You will have to put an electric line roughly under 2 meter underground. You have to put a fiber cable line around roughly 1.5 meter underground. You have to put a water pipeline 1 meter underground. Then there comes, it's the fiber line, then there will be Airtel will be putting a fiber line, then there will be your own state government, then there will be state central government, then there will be putting Geo. So in such scenarios, now the tracking of this information, like at which level, what is there? A water pipeline is at what level? An electricity line is at what level? At which particular depth, and what is the exact specification? So there's a lot of AI development that can go, and that is a data mine. India never needed it because till now our whatever pipelines were there, all the water departments and all, they held that information and everything was remotely operated. Everybody were in their own islands. But now with so much of penetration, and now so much of work that is happening that everything wants to move underground, there's a lot of scope for an AI where if somebody then can actually there's a machinery that is there available. Again, there's machinery, the tracking devices which will say at what depth what wire is there, at what depth what for example, is there an electric line, is there a signaling line, is there a water pipeline? So there's a lot of AI potential and data from that side, and which will actually help us say that okay, machinery is one part of it. Once you dig and put it, if you want to make any changes, if you want to put newer lines, then there's a lot of AI angle to it. Yes, you are right there.
Super. That's something on the image processing and looking at the details that you are bringing in. That's a gold mine actually.
It's a gold mine of data that anybody can sit, and it's a very big business abroad. We are just slowly starting to knock those doors. Not even there yet, but yeah, we just gave our first knock. That's how we are.
Right. Thank you, Santhoshi. Thank you, Ragul. And we are on time, so we didn't want to cut you all in between. So we are on time now. So I'm going to take over and end the session now. Thank you, Santhoshi. And with that, we have all top 6 finalists of our cohort have presented. Now, Saldish, I see your hands raised. I'm sorry, because of end of time, you have to move forward. So I'm going to move forward. All right. Okay, thank you all. Thank you all for still staying, even we are ahead of time. And thank you all for patiently listening and giving feedback and taking inputs from our cohort. And I'm going to share with you the next steps. And before that, very, very importantly, from Seed Spark team, we would like to thank all our mentors. We have 105 mentors who have been part of our current cohort, whose names have been listed here, and this list keeps on growing. I would like to personally thank from the bottom of my heart and also on behalf of Stanford Seed team and Spark team that thanks to each one of our mentor for their volunteering time and then supporting and encouraging entrepreneurs and helping them making it to the next level. It's an indispensable asset that they are, each entrepreneur is getting this support at this specific point in time where they are going to grow and move to the next stages. Once again, thank you very much from Seed Spark team to all our Spark mentors. And we will, of course, we are going to again reach out to you for your support in the upcoming cohorts. So thank you very much. And with that, we also want to inform you that we have a podcast. I know most of you would already follow this, but for those of you who are hearing it for first time, we have a podcast called Grit and Growth, led by Stanford Seed Director, Mr. Darius. So please go ahead and check out new information every week, once a week there. And what are the next steps that all our passing out cohort are going to do? You'll get a certificate of completion email from us for those who are eligible, and you already would have received an acknowledgement email. And going forward, all those who are passing out, now you are a Seed Spark alumni member now. So you'll be invited to join our Stanford Seed LinkedIn group network. And of course, please always feel free to write to us through Seed Spark email ID, which you have been writing to us through out. And look out for emails, network activities, LinkedIn posts, and emails from Seed Spark for network event. And you will also get my email ID and Anand's email ID, and also our regional director, Mr. Ganapathy's email ID. If you'd like to reach out for any specific help in terms of raising funds or other things, any specific help that you are looking as a support from Seed Spark, you're always welcome to write to us. So these are the next steps. And of course, you will receive the recording of this session after the session. And the top other 20 folks who reached the top but couldn't pitch today, we will send a recording or a pitch video that they have presented for the competition along with the email that you'll receive this. So you're going to check out the top 20 folks here. And we are also developing our alumni profile going forward. So you'll get to see all of our cohorts pitch video going forward. But for now, with this cohort, you will get the top 20 recording. With that, I would like to thank all of you for staying back even though we crossed time. And please stay in touch, and looking forward to a lot of success stories, all success stories from each one of you graduating from this cohort. Thank you very much. And with that, we are going to officially close the session today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And please look out for an email about certificate eligibility and especially program communication guidelines, how you can portray your Seed Spark eligibility and things like that. The emails will come together. So please follow program communication guidelines. And once again, congratulations to all of you, and please stay in touch. Thank you.
Thank you, Dinesh. Dinesh, can I ask one little question?
Sure. Last question for the cohort.
Yeah.
Please, yeah, go ahead.
How long we have accessed the Novate platform?
Right. I forgot that in my next step. Sorry. So you have access to the Novate platform until July 31st. We are trying to speak the end of this month. We'll try and see if we can extend it to August. But July 31st, end of this month, you will have access to Novate platform. So please download all your friends' contact list and all the files that you have uploaded there for your reference from the platform.
And also, okay, can the presentation of the live expert be downloaded?
Those what is downloadable is available to download. What can't be downloaded can't be downloaded due to policies at Stanford. Yeah.
The presentation, the slide is not downloaded.
Yeah, we know it is not available for download. So the templates are available for download. You can go ahead and take that. Case examples and other things are available. Yeah.
Thank you for everything, Dinesh.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Right, folks. Thank you all for staying. Now I'm going to end the session, and please stay in touch. And looking forward to your emails at Seed Spark, and wishing you all good luck, and thanking all mentors who are still stay towards. And if you'd like to reach out to other entrepreneurs and mentors, please feel free to write to us. We will connect with you for the network activity. All right.
Thank you, Dinesh. Enjoyed being a part of this.
Dinesh,
Thank
and the
you.
team. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you.
Rishabh, you have raised your hand. You want to be the last question?
Thank you, Dinesh.
Please go ahead, Rishabh. If you have a question. You're on mute if you're speaking. Rishabh, I am not able to hear you if you're speaking. Still nope. Is it me, or I'm not sure whether others are able to hear Rishabh?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, okay, thank you. Rishabh, you have to email me, man. Sorry, I'm not able to hear you at all. Just email us. We'll answer. All right. Thank you all. I'm going to end the session now. Have a good day. And I want to thank Anand and Akshaya who are present here. I think it's time. Thank you, Anand, for all the support. Thank you, Akshaya, for all the support.
Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you, Akshaya.
And Guns, I think I left for another meeting.
Yes.
I'd like to thank the whole of Seed Spark team. Thank you very much.